Punishment averted. Jasmine Paolini avoids consequence for controversial rule in bizarre circumstances. Jasmine Paolini has escaped a ranking points deduction after finding a loophole in the regulation ahead of her supposed participation in the Pan Pacific Open. Aryna Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek will not get as lucky on the WTA circuit. The top players are supposed to play in a certain sum of events. A total of 20 events are made mandatory, which include the 4 Grand Slams, all 10 WTA 1000 events and 6 WTA 500 tournaments throughout the calendar year. It also includes the WTA Finals if you qualify, boosting the total for some up to 21. It is a huge amount of tennis to be played, with it increasing due to the 1000 events rising from 56 to 96 players, making the competition last for almost 2 weeks. It is too much for many players, who do not fulfill the requirements as the season closes. This is not overlooked by the WTA, who have implemented a punishment for missing out on the certain number of mandatory events. If you fail to appear in the number of events expected, ranking points will be docked from your tally, and you will be zeroed out. This means that the least amount of points you gain from a specific tournament get taken off. An example is the top 2 players in the world, Sabalenka and Swiatek. They have only featured in 3 WTA 500 events this year, meaning that they will not receive the 3 lowest points tallies they won from events this year. This controversial rule has costed Swiatek dearly in the past, who succumbed the number 1 spot to Sabalenka due to it. Paolini set to avoid punishment. The 2-time Grand Slam finalist was one of the star players in the firing range for this, with her just 1 WTA 500 event off the magical 6. Despite this, she will escape a loss in ranking points. The Italian was set to compete in the Pan Pacific Open in Tokyo, as she hunted down a spot in the WTA Finals for a 2nd consecutive year. This event would become pointless for her to compete in though, with a semi-final run in Ningbo enough to leapfrog Mira Andreeva, who was not competing, and confirm her ticket for Riyadh. With her participation in Tokyo off the cards, Paolini was not able to reach the 6 WTA 500 events specified, or did she? The WTA rules state, if a player is on sits at a WTA 500 tournament, withdraws from the main draw due to a medical condition, in accordance with the requirements and restrictions of Section 4, and completes promotional activities for the tournament as determined by WTA over the first 2 days, then that WTA tournament counts toward her WTA 500 commitment tournament requirement. Due to the world number 8 having abided by these rules, the tournament will go on her record, with Paolini receiving 0 points for it. This does mean that she escapes losing ranking points from her tally, something that her rivals will not be as lucky with. Swiatek, Sabalenka, Coco Gauff and Amanda Anisimova have all featured in only 3 WTA 500 events, while Madison Keys has played in 4. All these players will see their tallies dwindle slightly, falling closer into the clutches of Paolini, who will benefit from the situation. While this damage could have been slightly irreversible via a trip to Tokyo a couple of weeks ago, these star players have bigger things on their mind. Most notably the WTA Finals, which kicks off in Riyadh today. Paolini will have to wait for her opening clash, with a matchup against Sabalenka commencing tomorrow's action.